Hello, hello, my green skins, and welcome to the Madhouse. It is an absolute madhouse. Monday Madness. We are setting up for the channel. We are getting everything ready here, and everything is up to run. Today, we just have for the starter of our guests that have appeared. We have Supers of Super Studio, an artist who was working on a couple comics. Are you not right now, Super?
Basically, yeah. Although right now, just kind of trying to focus on one getting that done. You know how it is. Real life obligations and basically trying
Yeah.
to balance doing retail work with sucky hours, that kind of
Yeah,
deal.
we got a lot to talk about today, but first we're going to start off with the Mac Dojo. I hope Super Kids can see this. Oh my god! Every time I see this, it floors me.
The Mac Dojo?
Yeah, it's on the stream if you want to look at it. You got to see this. This is wild.
Tank Command?
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, I'll hit play. Oh my god! Like just watching that kick across the face. Okay, first of all, a little something about martial arts. When you're training with somebody, do not. Hello, Ethereal Dragon just appeared. We had a wild Ethereal Dragon show up. You do not do this if you're a martial artist. Why was he kicking her in the face? Like, why was he aiming so high? Like, if you watch, she puts guard down before he kicks her. He just knocked her ass right out. Like, that is an unconscious woman right there. He decked her and then some. Like, this is, oh my god. Like, you that could have killed her. Like, she's barely moving. Like, luckily she's still up, but Jesus fuck.
I think someone
And Mr. McJojo's life
needs to
here.
check her pulse.
I agree with
And
everything
that guy's
he
kind of
says
a
here.
douche.
Like,
It's
why
probably
this was an
not the
untrained
best
person.
idea to bomb
You're
a
not
kick in
supposed
as
to
hard
do
as you
that with
fucking
someone that's
can.
untrained.
That
You
knocks them
tell them where you're
unconscious.
going to
Maybe
go.
a
You don't go
warm-up
full
kick or
fucking
two would have
force
been
like
nice,
that.
you know, just to make sure
Like,
that
these
she's
are
holding
things
it
you just
correctly and
do
has got
not
the
do
idea. But
against
to just rip one right off the
like someone
bat
who
that
doesn't
tears
know
her
how to
fucking face off
properly do
seems
this.
a bit excessive. My advice to you out there is before you have someone hold
I
pads for
mean,
you,
Yeah,
make
it
sure
just
that they
seems
know what
like
they're
bad
doing,
policy
so
for
that
when
way
they're
you
training
don't
people,
kill
where
them.
it's like, doesn't seem like
Keep
you're
the
going to
martial
try
arts
something to
legit.
come back.
Just watching her, like, because like I said, you can even see it. She puts her arm, she puts her fucking, or she puts the bracer down and gets cold cocked. I'm like, wow, just wow. Also today, last night dropped the trailer to release all trailer, boys and girls. I'm taking a risk here, but you know what? I don't care, Bandai Namco. I'm supporting your content. Don't copyright me. Ghost in the Shell, brand new trailer. I want to see what you guys think of this.
では教えよ。こいつは電脳犯罪史上最もユニークと評されたハッカー。人形使いだ。
公安休暇
Isn't that one pulse lifted straight from the manga?
A little bit apparently, but this looks so good actually. It's a new era, and I'm interested.
心理学者に言わせれば情報過密時代における心の空洞化だとか
Is this going to be as good as OG Ghost in the Shell, like the original movie? No. But I'm interested. Like, if this is done right... Oh yeah, I'm all in. And it's coming, boys. We're very close. We are very, very close, boys. What do you think there, boys? The Ghost in the Shell trailer. Soups, what's your thoughts?
Looks like he's muted.
Soup got muted. Well, okay. What's your thoughts on it, Ethereal? We'll see when Soup gets back.
It looks more like the manga.
It does have that old school manga look, doesn't it? I'm not against that. Like, I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not against it. Like,
Okay,
Let me look.
I'm back. I mean, I thought I was unmuted and I was talking, and so it's like, wait, why isn't no one hearing me? Oh, I'm muted. Shoot.
yeah. So what were your thoughts on what looks like probably going to be one of the upcoming Cyberpunk franchises for this year? Might even be the one.
Oh,
of the
I think
next
it's
one.
very good. And apparently, it's going to be very close to the manga, which the manga kind of looks like this, where it's like
Yep.
the manga was more upbeat and fun in tone, like even had like those, those over expressions that anime, that's
Yep.
what the manga had and everything. Where it's like the original Ghost in the Shell is basically a uber serious departure from the source material. And can I be
Yeah.
honest? Like, can I have a real hot take here?
Go ahead.
I found the original Ghost in the Shell to be, while very beautifully animated, very technically well made, very droll and very boring to me.
I can see it. I'm not against what you're saying right now. I think that's that some people would have that way of looking at it.
But,
My thoughts
like
are this.
looking at the manga, while I haven't read the manga, just looking at it and like looking at some stuff here and there about it, it's like this seems like a more fun type of series. That like I'd be more in favor of this.
Okay, so for those that don't know, this is the same creator who created a great franchise called the New Dominion Tank Police. That is so fucking over the top, so extreme, so crazy. You can't really, we can't really plop on that and think to ourselves, okay, this is what we're doing here. Like this was something that a lot of people were looking at, and just like it seemed like no one seems to remember that this guy did a lot of like weird, over the top satire, crazy kind of. Yeah, he could do a serious take, but the creator was that. I heard that the creator has a hand in this, so I'm all for that. And I'm not really done. I'm really done with this shit, but I'm not really like, oh my god, okay, this is absolute awfulness. This looks like this is holding true to the creation of the actual books, and I'm all for it. So I think we got 3 all fours this.
Don't forget Appleseed.
Yeah, look at Appleseed. Look at, I think, didn't he do 80 Police, or is that somebody else?
Let's see. The Dominion, Phantom of the Audience, Dominion Conflict 1, No More Noise, Ghost of the Shell, Black Magic, Appleseed, Gun Dancing, Pyop, Orion, Exxon Depot, Neuro Hard, Neuro Hard,
So
Planet of the Beast.
Yep.
Okay.
So we had I was waiting for comic people to show up for this so I could do a comic conversation. This was one of the Torment arc is over with the new Spider-Man Mary Jane comics that are coming out. There's been a lot of changes in comics in the last couple years. Some of it's interesting, some of it's weird. We're seeing a rise of the indieverse, which is forcing the other comic, like the bigger names, to kind of do certain things. It's official. Paul is dead.
Yeah. Meh.
He's not dead enough.
Okay. For those that don't know, I'm going to give a little explain out to the Torment the Torment series. There's a series where they created a supervillain called Torment. Torment sees spirals. Now, what he does is he goes around killing people based off their spiral. He gets closer and closer till he gets to a perfect kill. So his goal is to get to the spiral. Meanwhile, Mary Jane get closer to his targets, which were both Spider-Man and Mary Jane. Spider-Man, Mary Jane has now taken on Venom after her situation with her Jackpot character going all stupid. Because people didn't like that. People were like, this is too overpowered. They created a super overpowered character. Paul created this character. It's kind of that. Meanwhile, Eddie Brock has left the Venom arc. He's no longer carrying Venom. He's now carrying his own little side. Like he was carrying Carnage for a while because he needed some way to live. And he couldn't live with what he had. Like he couldn't live without a symbiote. So now he's carrying Carnage. Ever since Cassidy died, the original carrier of Carnage has like left the universe. He's no like Carnage is like looking for another host. He thought he had it with Eddie Brock, but Eddie Brock wasn't going so well. So this Torment killer, first thing he does is kill Shocker. Your thoughts, Super, on killing the OG, the GOAT, Shocker? What's your thoughts on that, Soup? Before we get to ethereal thoughts.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, what's your thoughts on that, ethereal? Let Super get to his own thing. Them killing the
Shocker?
GOAT. Yeah, Shocker.
Wait, you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, the guy in the yellow suit that doesn't actually have electric powers. What is it?
He uses a suit that he created in prison that was created to create shockwaves. It's a kinetic suit that fundamentally not only disperses the shockwaves, but he could control the shockwaves throughout the body. And at one time, he could actually fire it from multiple points of his body, but that was a different suit. He basically created a super shocking suit. It worked against Spider-Man stuff. He's like the GOAT. If you know Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, he's the one that fails no matter what happens, but yet he still kind of comes on top. Like this was a guy who they goddamn did him dirty during the Sinister Stick, a reboot of the Sinister Six arc, and they did him dirty really bad. Boy, did they do him dirty, but he still fucking came out on top. In the end, he became the crime boss because he was the only motherfucker that actually like survived and didn't hurt and still earned everyone's respect because he was the GOAT. Like, and so they violently. The first thing Torment does is kill Shocker, which is one of the like the GOAT of the Rogues Gallery. He's considered like the most likable character from their group. It's that and Scorpion are the two most favorite of the two. So your thoughts on the death of Shocker?
That is surprising.
That is, right? Like he's gone. Like they're not bringing him back from what I'm hearing, right? Like at least not now. Maybe there'll be a new Shocker, but the old Shocker is dead. The guy who was living in the guy who somehow ruled New York's crime syndicate was living in an old fucking apartment for a couple years, an old dilapidated apartment because he couldn't afford living because he fucked up. When Kingpin and Tombstone came back, that caused a big problem. Although technically, I think Kingpin might be dead now. Also, the Punisher murdered Kingpin recently.
I thought the Kingpin would die from diabetes.
No, apparently that was all muscle. The motherfucker was a pure above peak human. It's like saying Batman isn't a mutant at this point, or a metahuman.
I was gonna say muscle or fat carrying around that weight, it's gonna give you conditions.
Is all muscle. Is all apparent muscle from what they were reading.
Yeah.
From what, yeah.
Even with muscle.
They said that in the cartoon.
Still, I mean, it's
No,
like even muscle. That's still all that weight you have to carry.
Yeah. He had 2% body fat, so that is insane. That is like a beyond peak. Most humans, you're not going to get 2% body fat. Like a good example of like another character that's infamous for like surviving shit that no one should survive. I don't care who the fuck you are, is Batman. Like I hate Batman now. Like I really hate Batman the way he's been pushed. Like if they called him a metahuman, I'd be a little more okay with it. But right now, Batman is beyond anything. Like I would even go as far as saying Batman. Like this is a hypothetical me and Ethereal can talk about while I'm playing the game of the night. The game tonight is going to be Breath of Fire. For those that don't know, we have our. It's funny how this has actually existed over the years, and just like I said, so we have ourselves the death of the greatest one of the OGs of the comic industry, Shocker, is now gone. Then they kind of go through a killing spree for a bit. This character kind of goes through this killing spree. It doesn't really go far, but it does go somewhere. It's one of those situations where you're like, Oh, this guy is like violently murdering a lot of people. Like it's one of those hard like kills. Then from there it becomes a slaughter of violence that this guy does. Now he goes after Eddie Brock's son. And Eddie, like they're trying to keep the symbionts away from Eddie Brock's son because Eddie Brock's son apparently is like super compatible with any symbiote. If you give Eddie Brock's son, it's like creating an ultimate like it's too matched. So Venom wants to stay away from Eddie Brock's son because it's too perfect and it's dangerous because and then Carnage doesn't want to go near Eddie Brock. Like, well, Eddie Brock doesn't want Carnage anywhere near it. So this leads to the Torment arc, where Torment has now basically is going after these love interests. Now, Mary Jane is now Venom. They've now given her a symbiote. She is full symbiote. And she has like a bit of gold symbiont and a bit of like silver symbiont. So she has like a combination. She can use her powers to like attack symbionts. And she's a symbiote. She's kind of like super symbiote. There's other stuff going on. I'm not going to get into the whole Kroll thing. We'll be fucking here all day if we talk about the like what's going on in Spider-Man. In the Spider-Man mythos is next level. We're not going to get into that. We'll be here all day. Now, Torment is going after Eddie Brock's son. He misses Eddie Brock's son and kills Paul. Paul is now dead. This comes to a chase where Torment gets caught by Mary Jane. And Mary Jane is like, well, as Venom, they're like, I'm going to come back, I'm going to get out of jail, I'm going to kill all these innocent people. Oh, you're never going to stop me, and I'm going to keep coming and coming and coming. So Venom grabs this Torment entity, throws him off a building to his death. And then at the end of it, it's Mary Jane's response is Venom actually says, was that you or me that threw him off? Because Venom couldn't figure that out himself. And this is the ending of the comic. The killing spree ends. Torment is dead, and it's a picture of Paul. That is an interesting apology. I have never seen an apology from a comic. Sorry, we created this character, comic fans. And now they're bringing this whole Peter Parker and Mary Jane might slowly be getting back together. Although from what a lot of people are saying, why would Peter hook up with Mary Jane? She's a hussy. Like they're so fed up with Mary Jane Watson now. There's this weird hatred of the character.
I wouldn't say it's weird. I'd say it's earned.
You say it's earned? Well,
yeah,
okay.
It's earned hatred.
Okay, so
like
here's my thing
every bit of it.
Here's my thing about it. I kind of get the idea of starting a love interest somewhere else. Like it's the same thing with what happened to Peter Parker. Peter Parker fucks off for a couple months, and goes to space and does a space adventure. No one knows where the fuck Peter went for that period, and he ends up dating a space alien. I mean, that has its own problems. I don't know if this is this part of this unit, this story mythos, but it's like when he comes back, people are like, "Where the fuck were you, Peter? You fucked off for like 6 months." Like people were like, "What the fuck happened to you?" Like he shows up on his birthday of all things, and it's like I can understand why people would be kind of mad at Peter. Same with Mary Jane. When Mary Jane gets thrown into the Parliament universe, a couple years go by where they hook up with. So she hooks up with Paul, but like having Paul, like the way they use Paul and the way they treated Paul was shit. I could see it if they, and the way they turned Peter against Paul was kind of like, you got Paul bitch slapping Peter Parker. You have Paul bitch slapping Spider-Man. I mean, this was his girlfriend, for fuck's sakes. Like, this was his wife. This is the woman he's loved since fucking high school. And they've married. And every time they've married, they fucking fucked with him. I can understand why Peter has some issues. So that's my arc, but I could see where Mary Jane's coming from a little bit. But this new arc is really different because if Mary Jane and Venom ever leave each other, Mary Jane dies. She will not survive without a Venom symbiote. So she is now officially the new Venom. That's kind of how they've treated him. And now Paul's finally dead, but it's like Paul.
The damage is done.
Yeah, the damage is done. Like no one wants a relationship with these two characters now. Like they had a better. Like I hate to say it, it has a better relationship with Felicia Harding. Yeah, Black Cat. He has a better relationship with Silk. Like Peter Parker has options. Mary Jane is damaged goods.
Pretty much.
That's a horrible thing to say. Like I really hate saying that about a character I absolutely love, and I loved her for many years. She is, but like I don't know. I don't like. I didn't like her as Jackpot. Like I didn't like them giving her superpowers. I didn't like how they murdered her in the Marvel and the X-Men story arc, the Cola story arc. They were doing shit with her. It's just just stop. So I think this might be a step in the right direction, but it might be too late. I think it's
already too late. It's been too late for so long, and basically, and then they're trying to tease it again. Oh, so how? It's basically like they have done that whole song and dance thing.
Yeah.
It's getting near to where it's been 20 years since that. And they've been doing that whole song and dance thing for almost 20 years. I mean, Marvel Editorial has basically made it clear that no matter what happens, even if we are so down the shitter, we are dedicated to never having those two back together again.
Well, they do have those two back together now. Like they've created two different versions of Peter Parker and Mary Jane. There's one where Mary Jane gets the she gets spider powers, and then their daughter gets spider powers, and then that girl becomes an X-Men. So they have that story arc, and then they have the one
basically what if, but nothing that actually counts or matters.
No, that is canon. That's still canon. That's not a what if. That's actually part of that's part of that universe. Also, another good amalgamation of this is the adult Spider-Man arc that's happening in which that universe, the Unlimited universe, is still going. Like
Ultimate?
still going strong. Yeah.
Although that Spider-Man series kind of fell off. It has a premise that people like, but in quality, it just kind of dipped.
Yeah, it dipped. Like, well, I don't think. What can you really do with the story arc at this point with that universe? Like, that universe is interesting because, like I said, I like the idea of the Japanese X-Men. I like the idea of like different art styles for different universes. Once they got rid of the evil Reed Richards, the evil Mr. Fantastic, it pretty much fell off. It pretty much fell off because there's no real major antagonist. I know the Wolverine story arc is going strong, but that's not much. And with them now bringing the Punisher back, that has changed a lot. Like, because old black suit, but old White Skull Punisher is back. He is now back. But like, he needs to, like, to me, it will always be a problem with a character like that. He can't really, like Paul, like people like Paul and stuff. This is just a long line of things that have pissed off comic fans. Like, they weren't a fan of him becoming the leader of the Black Hand. They weren't a fan of him becoming this. They weren't a fan. Like, there's just so much stuff people were so sick and tired of with the universe. I don't know. Like I said, it's the reason why indie comics have become a huge thing now. Like, I hear more people excited. Go ahead.
Because pros have been screwing around with fans so long, like they've heard their concerns, their criticisms, and they're like, screw you, we know better than you. Only to backpedal, except by the time they backpedal, it's too late. They have trained people to become apathetic to their work, and once people are apathetic, that's going to be difficult, if not damn near impossible, to get them back.
Yep. This is why you got shit like Vox Machina and Invincible existing. Like who would think? I never thought for the life of me the biggest comic book things right now were the biggest things in comic books is the TV shows The Boys, the TV show fucking Invincible, and the TV show the Vox Machina shit, which were technically the comic stuff.
From what I've been hearing,
yeah.
Although from what I've been hearing, Invincible's kind of fallen off with fans too.
Well, because there's not much to do with Invincible fell off with fans years ago. Like the OG people who were reading Invincible didn't care about Invincible, but like they're like like comic book fatigue is a real thing, and I think we actually are getting there.
I mean, basically, Invincible's biggest selling point, from what I kept hearing from people, was it's an actual comic that ends. It's a comic that actually ends. Isn't that so good? It's like, if your biggest selling point to me is going to be that it's going to be ending, that doesn't tell me that it's good. That just tells me that you are so you are so excited for it to end. Or it's like, that's not telling me what you think it's going to tell me.
Yeah. And like I said, sometimes stuff should end. Look at I Hate Fairyland. Like when you continue on with that franchise, holy fuck, does that go? That basically fucking takes a lead shit after a certain point. Look at Beneath the Trees. I mean, we're getting a series 3 of that, and Beneath the Trees, where nobody sees, that's an indie comic. I don't know, like that ended in such a way. I don't know what they could do with that other than going back in time and doing back in time stuff with the character. Like you can't, like Samantha Strong fucking becomes one of the most prolific serial killers and murderers and terrorists in America fucking history with the end of that book franchise. I don't want to spoil much, but at the end of it, there is nobody that reached that point in a fucking series. Like if someone did this in real life and still got away, there would be a manhunt for this person till the day they fucking die. Like it's an interesting ending. Like it's an interesting ending to something. Anyway, keep going there, Soup.
I mean, with series like Invincible and The Boys, it's like I could tell from the get-go that these weren't going to last very long, because the only reason that people were attracted to these series was from the novelty of these things and the novelty alone. Where it's like, once the novelty wears off, there's not really going to be much there.
Yeah. Well, again, it still has some stuff. Like the animation took a lead shit. Like compared to what's coming out from anime, it took a lead shit. But it's pretty interesting. I always
thought the animation looked like crap from the beginning.
It's gotten worse. I could actually say that without a shadow of a doubt. Shit got worse. All right, boys. Next on the docket for our conversations on stuff, I'm going to be talking about the infamous mixtape. Okay.
Have to.
Yeah. I got 40 minutes in. I got 40 minutes in on this active interactive movie. Holy shit.
Yes. The one where one of the mini games is having two high schoolers French kiss and you control the tonguing.
Yeah, you control the tonguing. Okay, this thing. Okay, all right. So I got 40 minutes in. Now, I thought to myself, okay, this is the most pretentious drama kid. I have never wanted to punch a drama kid in the face as much. Like the next time I go by a high school and I see a kid with a drama kid, I'm gonna have to they're gonna have to stop me from turning it into a Street Fighter scene in Minecraft. It's like I'll be like, I'll start hearing the Street Fighter music. I'll be like, Hadouken! And I'll like Hadouken him in the balls. Because like Jesus fuck, this is one of the most pretentious things. First of all, the main character, the character you quote unquote control, is such a self-important cunt. Like, holy shit, I have never felt this way about a character. Like, this character drove me nuts. He's like, well, we're listening to this music today, and this music's really good, and it's going to be for this great scene of the music. And she legitimately, she plays music, and she's playing a music, and she goes down they're skateboarding with her friends. And when the music does the clap, as she's skateboarding, she goes, and I'm like, So this is building a story. Now, the thing is, here's my theory on this. I actually have a theory now. So this is created by the daughter and government. By the way, it's also government fund. This is government funded. You Americans, your tax dollar paid for this. Soups, your tax dollar paid for this.
Why?
That's a crime against humanity.
Yep. Yeah, your taxpayers paid for mixtape. By the way, also, like, there's this idea that this is an indie thing. It's not an indie thing. My theory goes like this for mixtape. Somebody, like, daughter went up to Rich Daddy. Daddy, I want to make a movie. Daddy, I want to make something special. And Daddy's like,
But why here? The father is rich. This is all a nepo baby thing.
Father is super rich, by the way. But
and why did we have why did our taxes pay for this shit?
It's government funded. This was government funded, boys. You paid.
Why is the government funded?
I don't know. It's government funded, and it was 11 million. Something like a couple $1 million went to this. I'm sorry, chatters. I'm sorry, life. This was government funded. Hello, how's the mixing? Well, if you want to join in, Arsh, you're welcome to join the crowd. You're always welcome in. Arus is in chat. You can come and say hi. So anyway, this government funded thing. Anyway, back to the story. Date, I want to make something special, Date. Okay, hon. Okay, we'll let you make a movie. And we'll purposely sell it to all the industry, and they'll fucking say it's the greatest animated movie all time. Date, you're wrong. Date, no, video games are the way to go, Date. That's what this is. This is so, like, oh my god, this is pretentious. This whole
So we have Australia to blame for this monstrosity?
And like the thing, like the way people, it's funny because stuff like true indie products like Mouse and a couple other games, what are they getting in IGN? 6, 5, 4. These are things that don't get enough fucking love. Like, I wonder how much they gave. You know what? I'm gonna look something up. I got a couple seconds here. Let's look up what they gave Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon. Like, probably one of the best indie games that came out a while back, and it was completely funded. Hold on here a second. I will legitimately look this up right now on live. IGN review of Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon. What'd they give it? They gave Bloodstained. I'm just looking at the score right now. Come on, give us our thing. I don't see a score. Where's the score? I want to see a score. Score. Okay, so it got an 8. That's actually not a bad score. But for a game that was all funded, classically funded, let's see what they gave Silkstraw. Let's see what they gave. They gave Mouse a 6. So IGN gives it decent scores every once in a while. But this is weird. Like, this gets a perfect fucking 10. Like, a perfect 10. Having gone through 40 minutes of this trash, you don't even need to use your controller. You're literally watching a movie. Most of this is watching a movie. No consequences, no story. It's watching a movie. and it's some of the most pretentious. Like I look. I don't condone violence, and I'll never condone violence. But if a bunch of football kids decide to beat up a bunch of drama kids today and destroy their thing as Shakespeare and tear it down, I won't support it, won't condone it, but I will. There you go. I'm sorry, I'm catching flies with my hands. I hated this thing. I started hating this thing more and more and more as I was going through it. This became absolute, oh my God, this was bad. This was awful. I like, how did this get a perfect 10? How did this get,
because it's government funded, that's why.
Oh, it's not even.
No,
it's
they bribe the critics. They literally send them gift bags.
They sent them gift bags. They also sent them gifts. From what I'm hearing, they sent them a lot. Like, you even, like, this isn't even an indie thing. You know this is going to win stuff in the Video Game Awards.
Yeah, because they literally show. There's literally a video of them, like, so the people are actually showing all the stuff they got, like a CD, headphones.
Yeah. Well, like a disc player, like a top of the line disc player. But here's my problem with this. Here's my catch-22 with this. I'm not actually. I'm. The thing is, we know what this is going to do. This is going to bury other indie titles that are really putting the effort in. There are some great indie games that are not going to get the love that they deserve because of this thing. Like, what do we got coming out soon right now? Actually, is indie stuff. I'm gonna go to Steam right now because there's a huge indie stuff right now of games that are going to get buried because of this. Hold on a second, boys. I apologize for cutting out to do that. Like, you got yourself, like, Subnautica 2 just dropped. There's that. You know, let's get this up here. Okay, sorry about that, boys. I know the cat disappeared. I will bring Mixtape back up. You know what? Fuck Mixtape. I'm gonna bring the cat back up. There, hopefully the cat's back up.
Yeah, it looks like the only people that aren't really that don't love it is surprisingly The Guardian.
Yeah. Oh, dude, no, IGN. There's other stuff. Like, we have Abyss.
The Guardian actually gave a 3 out of 5.
So we have Abyss Zero coming out. Parasite Mutant is coming out. Eventually, He-Man and the Master of the Universe is coming out. Scramble Vice is coming out. Witch Book. Bloody Hell Hotel is coming out. Mina the Hollower, which is loosely based off of the story of Shovel Knight, which is a great indie game. You got Samurai Pizza Cats coming out. And for bigger titles, you got yourself the new Castlevania Belmont's Curse. All of these are going to have better made and parallel Bloodhound, Cyberpunk Active, Time Activate. This game, all these games have really bitching soundtracks. Do you think they're going to win against mainstream AAA titles? Right there, that's a travesty. Like, these are like, you know, Smashing Pumpkins. You got a whole bunch of music from different stuff. They're going to win best indie game music. They're going to win the best indie game. It's going to be the same thing with Exhibition 33. You want to know what happened when they did that? People got revealed what Exhibition was. People thought they were playing an indie game. Turns out they were playing a AAA title. That pissed a lot of people off. That made a lot of people angry.
Yeah, despite the fact that it might not be that, I still think the fact that they lost a award because they used placeholder AI artwork. Placeholder literally meant to be moved, and they lost a award. It's like, oh, that shit.
Okay, this whole thing, like, I'm not going to hate on Expedition 3 because it's not a bad game, but it's not a great game. Like, this is a bad, like Mixtape is a bad thing. I'm disgusted by it. I thought it was crap. I still think it's crap. This, again, you know what this should have been? This should have been a movie, an animated movie that someone made. It would have made the rounds, and the useless spear. No one would have cared about it. Oh, it probably would have popped up some drama kid would have popped and went, well, have you ever heard of the animated movie Mixtape? Well, it's an Artiste movie. And that's all it would have been. Now, unfortunately, people know it exists. And you got orcs like me that are going to be looking at this, and we are going to always have a little fun with that shit. We're gonna rip it a new asshole. Thanks. Speaking about things that are awesome that we need to talk about that should get a lot more praise. Witch Hat Alterer. We are on episode 4, boys. Episode 4 of probably one of the best animated show out there right now is this show.
I thought they were up to episode 6.
Oh, sorry, episode 7 now, aren't they? Yeah, sorry, episode 7. Oh, geez,
Oh,
you know what?
I mean, 7 drops. I did not realize that.
You know what it is? I'm also watching I'm also watching from the creator of Full Metal Alchemist, the brand new show that person made.
Is it any good?
Phenomenally, actually. Well done. Looks like it's a well written. Looks like it's going to have a very interesting plot. The problem is that this creator's notorious for writing plots that they don't know how to get out of. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, well, the thing about Witch Hat Atlo, or how it's pronounced, I think I might butcher the name a little, is the fact that it doesn't. They don't really seem like they're actual witches because of how magic is. Is that going to be a spoiler? We talk about the magic in that because we don't even know how it is until
we're doing episode reviews at this point. So, Soups, are you going to stick around for this, or do you got to do other stuff, my friend?
I got to do other stuff, but thank you guys for having me on. Thank you guys for having me on today.
Yeah,
and
yeah. If you want to leave your link in the description. Leave your Twitter in the thing because I don't know if you're ever going to pop on, so we catch you when we can catch you. I know you're a busy man, so yeah, you're welcome to join. You're welcome to always join us when we get a chance.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, well, especially Monday Madness and Throwback Thursday because those are the two comic situations there. I know Space Geeks is going to be interesting. We're doing the UFO special that day, so that's going to be a fun one. The whole government thing for the UFO. I don't know if you want to be a part of that on Wednesday, but everyone, the horde is welcome here. It's just we want to make sure there's only like 4 people on because it gets confusing when we got 7. I will never do a stream with 7 people again. Fuck that shit. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Leave your link in the description.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, leave your link in the chat, and yeah, you have yourself a very good one. And we're gonna me and Ethereal are gonna talk about. I know that was a stupid idea. Witch Hat Alterer of the Witch Hat. This is a fascinating thing. The new episode is them trying to hide and portray their magic as a way of not showing people how to use their magic because they try to keep it secret. One of the things they do in the series. Oh, we got noises here. Oh, that's Soups. No, Soups. Leave it in the. Oh, did he didn't go already? Did you go already, Soups? Yeah, he did. Shit. Okay, I'll put him. I'll put him on. I'll get you on the chat, Soups. All right, so you put it in the wrong place. It's okay. I got him. It happens. No big deal. That was Super Studio. Thank you so much. Again, we are a retro community. If you want to join us, we are a lot of retro people. We have everybody, all different likes in the horde. The horde is supreme in a lot of ways. All right, so episode 6 is interesting because they have to hide that they're using magic. One of the things that they do is one of the characters he uses a water sword. He actually uses an actual sword that cuts through water as a weapon to save children. And they like I said, the way they hide their magic is interesting. The reason their cloaks have all these buttons and the way they cover themselves, the whole goal is they cover the buttons and hide all this stuff so you can't cast magic and they can't see you casting the spells. So they never show you that you can they just draw. They keep it hidden.
Yeah,
So,
because people abuse it.
Yep. It's like weed.
All you need is a bag of weed.
Yep. I miss when weed wasn't abused. Oh well. Gotta send more stoners to jail. What? I never said that. Anyway, this is a fun little thing with this story is that they're trying to save a kid and this other stuff. This kid is a dumbass, by the way. Hi, I'm gonna go down into the water and save the day and go get my stuff. Well, I'm gonna go back down into the water to do this, and it ends with him and unfortunately our main hero in the water. She actually proves to be a brave, strong girl that goes out of her way to do stuff and set shit up. Like she actually is pretty smart. She actually turns stuff to sand. She gets her way through, and she actually saves the day and saves the kind of saves the day. Like really kind of a skilled situation. And with the help of the other girl, her antagonist, the dark-haired girl, they pull off magic without anyone seeing it. They were clever, resourceful, and they pull it off. It's really good.
Oh, you mean the introvert?
Yeah, no, the bitch, as a lot of people didn't like her. And then this anime earns its entitlement as I Need an Adult. Because right after that, the Inquisition shows up and decides to capture her and her little friend. So this continues the lineage of I need an adult. So yeah, it continues that, unfortunately. Overall, this ends in a cliffhanger, and that's gonna piss a lot of people off. You do not end an anime in a fucking cliffhanger. Bad Witch Hat Alterer. Bad whoever
So
thought that was
Don Don Don, where they just end in the middle of a story arc.
Oh yes, Boruto in a nutshell.
Because if you watch Don Don Don, it's like they'll go into your heart straight to interview.
Yeah, that could just be the creator being weird because the creator was fundamentally creepy with his main female lead. Yes, they cut off the story arc. Another good example of this is not Fist. Oh, what was the name of the franchise? Oh, Don. Boruto did that. I know Boruto and Naruto did that. One Piece does that all the time. It's got to the point where people hate the creator of One Piece.
No, I mean it's the people doing the anime that's doing all this stupid stuff.
Yeah, people hate the creator of One Piece. It's kind of funny. There's a hate boner for the creator of One Piece. It's getting a little larger. The fans are still super fans, but like anybody else, it's like, oh, there's hatred. Overall, the animation to this series is absolutely beautiful. This is a great series. I like it. I like the character. And I feel bad, like I said, it's interesting how they're building the franchise up. Overall, episode 7, a cliffhanger, so I'm not going to give it a glowing, because it ends in a cliffhanger. It's kind of go fuck yourself, in my personal opinion, but that's just me. So yeah, we got through everything with no big issues. I think we're moving on to we'll be moving on to the game tonight, and I guess we're going to be talking about OP characters. And should we start calling certain characters too powerful at this point? Like, we have ourselves our infamous individuals such as Batman, and like how stupidly overpowered have these characters gotten at this point? And yeah, I'm getting a little annoyed with how OP some of these guys are. Hold on, I'm getting putting on the power battery. This is uploading. There we go. All right, and tonight we continue our adventures in Breath of Fire. You know, one of the best, probably one of the best Super Nintendo games of all time. Fight me. I don't care what anybody says. Fight me. Hopefully that booted up. Did that boot up? That booted up, boys. We are good. We are ready. We are live. We are kicking, and bam! There we go. Boo, doo, 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 doo. Here we go. Okay. Here we go, boys. Let's get to the war. Let's get to what we were doing before. So, as we continue this, we are actually going through the blue arc right now. We're going to be getting blue, and this is where it gets kind of fun with that. This is the second time you get blue, actually. No, I think this is the first time. The second time is Breath of Fire 2. I think you get her all the way up to Breath of Fire 3, I think is the last time you can get her. I don't know if you can get her in Breath of Fire 3. I can't remember, actually. It's been a while since I've played Breath of Fire 3. I can't 100% remember. So, I gotta ask, what's your thoughts on the modern day superhero like Batman and stuff? And what was your thoughts on the whole amalgam world that's popped off recently in comics?
Well, amalgam world.
There is a brand new world in the DC universe and the Marvel universe. It is a world where it's an amalgamation of the original, like basically all the universes, like basically DC and Marvel are mashed up together. In other words, Peter Parker and Batman have just met. I think Wolverine and Peter Parker and Superman just met. Batman just met Wolverine and the X-Men. I think the Punisher made an appearance and stuff. So they're slowly kind of amalgamating one world in one unified world. What's your thoughts on that?
Okay, I don't know how you could justify that. Like, oh yeah, we never met. How?
It's a restart. It's a complete restart. Like, it's a different world. Like, there's certain rules and regulations, but it looks like it's a complete restart.
Okay, so all these kills have been except for like a decade of just. This is pretty much like year one.
Yeah, basically. Well, kind of year one. It's they still have their powers, but we're not talking about like, oh, they're all like, they all have their super dupers. Like, that's kind of how it goes, you know? Okay, we gotta give Nina her healing. So it's kind of a weird amalgamation world that's going on. Like, so I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but like it looks like they're really gonna push a huge push in the superhero stuff for this. It's gonna be an interesting idea in a lot of ways. I don't know how far they're gonna go with it, but from what I'm hearing, the X-Men are going to be portrayed and stuff. Like, you could do a zero down superhero amalgamation world. I'm not against that. I'm actually all for that, personally. But I don't know what they're going to do exactly with this. So, what about you? You think it can work, or do you think it's just, oh, this is not a good idea?
I mean, it could work.
It's a hard sell, though, right? Like, there's a lot of fans do not want to like, oh god, like a lot of fans are pissed off about this a little bit, which I guess I could see, but I don't know. Like, to me, I'm like, this was bound to happen eventually. It's just a matter of how bad the hit's gonna be, basically. Here's the thing. If you year zero this and just make it that they had their own rogues gallery, they're just kind of like they work together on their own sidelines, this could be an interesting idea. Because you could imagine like what the rogues galleries are going to do to stuff. Again, we've had meetups and mashups before. A good example is what happened with Red Skull. One of the most hated supervillains of all time is the Red Skull. He's been murdered by the Joker. Well, him and the Joker killed each other. That was the end result of that fight. They didn't exactly go well together. They ended up killing each other, and they killed each other in a bad way. I don't know if you knew about that old school comic where they actually They met and the Joker just fucking snapped and fucking sprayed him with something. And then, what's his face hit him with something too. So they basically, they took each other out.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Yeah, they're not exactly fans. Like in the Marvel universe right now, what's going on? They have the Unlimited universe is still technically going on. You have the new comics that are coming out right now. You have the new Spider-Man coming out right now. You got a lot of stuff on the side coming out that just seems to be out there. It's not like it doesn't seem to be really a cohesion would be the best way to put it. I don't know if you agree with me on that one. We seem to have a weird, it's all over the place for the franchises. Like, I would say it's one of the hardest franchises to get to terms with is right now in the comic industry. Like, it's how the fuck do you even learn about half this shit at this point? Like, where would I set someone off if I was to do something? Like, I mean, the Punisher's back, which, you know, that in its own right fucks up the franchise a little bit. So there's that problem. How do you deal with the Punisher being back after everything that's happened? Because, well, Jesus, fuck, what's his wife gonna do in the matter? I mean, fuck, you know, his wife basically shot him and stole all his money and left with his kids, man. Like, how fucked up is that?
Just have it be a fever dream.
Yeah, I know, but he's back. And the thing is, the idea, the way they brought him back was such a fucked up thing. They brought him back with the unfortunateness of, the Kingpin got control of him and brainwashed him. I'm like, do you really want to go down that road with Frank? Like, that's not a good idea. You know, like, and all it ended up doing was pissing off Frank Castle to the point that Frank Castle goes on a hunting. He fucking gets it out of his back, and he's like, nope, yeah, I'm fucking coming for you, bitch. So we got a new angry, pissed off even more Punisher. So like, yeah, that was a good idea. Let's bring back one of the most angry motherfuckers in the universe and give him even more motivation to kick some ass and take names. I don't think it's gonna go well for anybody at that point, right?
Probably not.
No. So yeah, no, it's, I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like that they brought him back, personally. It's like, if you're gonna kill off the Punisher, leave him dead. That's kind of my thought process. But back to overpowered characters. Batman. Okay, I understand why they keep pushing Batman's power base at this point. But he has gotten so OP'd at this point. I have never seen a character reach the level of overpowered ever. Like this is it. This is like peak fucking superhero at this point. This idea that he's peak human. How do you get peak human when you get launched from a fucking launched out of orbit and still survive that? Like, he went into the atmosphere and made it.
Nani?
You didn't know about that? Okay, so someone threw him from the watchtower. He was only in his bat suit, and as he was falling to Earth, his suit was being ripped off, and somehow he landed and didn't suffer a single fucking broken bone.
Ow.
I have no idea. But he survived it. This is what happened with the Punisher, with Batman. Like, the Punisher has done some over the top things. Batman has survived the death of, like, existence at this point. Like, I mean, how many dude, I don't know that many people that can come screaming to Earth, make it, and land like it's no problem, and he walks away from it. Like, every bone in his body should be broken at this point. But he made it. He survived. Like, I get mad when people compare, like, oh, the Punisher would never survive the fucking Batman universe. Or the Punisher... no. If the only reason the Punisher would win in if he went to Gotham is because he fucking, he has plot armor. Oh, you mean like Batman? Batman doesn't have plot armor. Really, asshole. Really?
Yeah, the fact that he survived that and could dodge Omega beams is plot armor.
Yeah, bullets, Omega beams. He fucking. Let's not forget that the bat survived. What was it? He survived a couple not too long ago. He survived a nuclear blast. He tanked a fucking nuke. He actually got out of a nuclear explosion. Like, how insane is that?
And how did he hide in a fridge?
No, he actually somehow survived. I can't remember how it was survived, but it was one of the stupidest survivals. Like, I disagreed when Wolverine pulled that shit. I was not a fan of Wolverine surviving the explosion of that. I actually, to this day, still think that's really stupid, and they shouldn't have done that to the Wolver. Because, like, it makes him too powerful. Like, the fact that you can atomize him to the point where there's nothing left. He tanks a nuke and walks out with no problem, with his adamantium skeleton fucking glowing. I'm like, no. He is dead. You killed him. Stop it. That's too powerful. That's way too powerful. That is kind of yikes for the franchise. Like, no. So I'm not a fan of this overpowered characters. Like, I'm also not a fan of the Hulk being fucking Satan. That's never been that's not a fun aspect also in the franchise at this point. They're making these entities too strong. Like, I don't mind them being insanely but when you need someone like the Sentry to take out the Incredible Hulk, I'm like, you kind of lost the plot. Like, the Hulk is good, but you don't overboard him, man. That's kind of my thought process on the matter. So, Batman has survived way more than needed. So let's actually break down what would happen with Frank Castle if he ever went to the Gotham series. Let's actually have a real conversation about that. So Frank Castle ends up in Gotham. What do you think is the first thing that's going to happen if that happens?
He would probably stop killing all the villains.
Yep. So, no, actually, I don't agree with that. You know what the Punisher's going to do? He'd probably spend a couple months figuring out who's what where. Which means all the low-end motherfuckers, I feel sorry for every low-land, low-powered character in the franchise. They're about to find out why the Punisher, like low-end criminals, are about to find out very quickly why the Punisher is one of the most feared characters in the Marvel universe. So this is going to have a lot of slow kills. I think the first person he's going to take out is Penguin. Penguin is going to be the first easy kill he'll get. And I think that's when shit starts going south. When the Penguin gets bit, that's when things are going to start being noticed. That's my thought process on it. Although at that point, I think Batman's going to like if Batman's there. Let's say for whatever reason the Bat's not there. Like he fucks off to go, to go grieve a Robin that got murdered or something like that. He doesn't come back to Gotham for a while. That's kind of plausible. That isn't the first time we've seen that happen. Where he's like, "Oh shit, one of my Robins died. Ah, not again." And he goes and fucks off for a couple days. So let's say that's what happens. That's what happens to the Bat. The Bat fucks off for a bit because of that. Now, the Punisher shows up. Now, the Punisher will be an interesting beast to see in the Gotham universe. Because he is not a man, like, he would be slow. Like, the Punisher's always been a methodical killer. A lot of people seem to think he doesn't... Oh, hello, who just showed up?
Hello. I have returned from a 4-hour nap, which I have a feeling does not define under a nap.
No, it doesn't. That defines that first sleeping. So we are actually talking about, me and Ethereal are talking about the fun that is the idea of what would happen if the Punisher ended up in Gotham.
Okay. But I say I'd imagine a lot of the jobs that Bruce Wayne was supposed to do would be handled rather quickly.
I don't
and
agree
you
with
wouldn't
that.
have to worry about that anymore.
Okay, so that about... Okay, so I gotta say something about that. The idea that this is an easy kill, I don't agree with that. That needs to be nipped in the butt right now.
What are you talking
That, the idea that the Punishers would walk in and clear house. I don't think that's happening.
I didn't give you a time definition.
No, you did.
Yeah, it could take 2, maybe even 5, maybe even 6 years. But at least the job will be done when it's done. There ain't no prison sentence here. Joker's dead. Easy day. Next.
Oh, okay. So we haven't even got to the Joker yet.
Now, I will say Scarecrow's going to be a bit of a fucking issue. That will be a issue. You imagine one little slip of the fucking gas that Scarecrow makes, and man's having a fucking PTSD episode. That ain't gonna go over well.
No, that wouldn't go over well. That actually. So we're starting off what the Punisher would first do. Now, from a guy who actually read the Punisher comics. First off, the Punisher is not an idiot. He takes his time. He's slow, and he's a little methodical. He's evilly methodical. That's what makes him scary out of any supervillain, any anti-hero, because he's not a hero.
I'm happily come to the same understanding. That's why I didn't want to give a time span. I'm like, no, this could take a while.
Yeah, this could take a while.
He also doesn't have the same assets that Batman has.
He'd have it quickly. Like I said, his first thing he would do, like the other thing the Punisher's not afraid, not actually, he doesn't give a shit about, and doesn't have any problems with. The Punisher doesn't give a fuck about using assets that the supervillains have. Oh yeah, he'll take your shit. Like he'll take your guns, he'll destroy your drugs, but he'll take your guns and money, and he'll use it to feed his own war cry, like his war. He's done it multiple times.
Well, I'd say if he needs to do it in a scuffle, that Joker fucking punching glove gun is going in his hands.
Yeah. Like this is a guy who stole Spider-Man's tech and kept it for himself. This is a guy who stole Daredevil's tech and kept it.
That Spider-Man decided to try and take a fight with El Punisher.
Spider-Man ran just because of shenanigans.
Yeah,
I know, but it was still just like, damn, I've never seen Peter hunt somebody down like that.
Oh yeah.
After the Punisher put fucking boot the ass on everybody else for the time being, Spider-Man still wanted to go. Damn.
So the first thing about the Punisher is like, yes, he was a hero. Like he falls into more anti-hero than hero. Like he's that ass-sack. Like I hate using that term, but that's actually what he is.
He's that definition that I love so much. To protect the people from a monster, and to get rid of said monster, you must become an even scarier monster.
Yeah, and then at one time, Batman still technically is like that. But he's not like he follows the justice code because crossing that line allows him to become that's too dangerous of a chance to take with people like that. So you got to watch out for that.
Even so, is some of the villains kind of see that edge in Batman in certain issues where it's just like, oh yeah, just arrest me. Yeah, just arrest me. The Punisher rolls in, he has a gun leveled to your head, and he's like, oh, just arrest me. No. Bang! It was like, damn!
Yep. Now, the thing about that is, you got to watch out for people like that, because people like that are not, how to put it, he's not against being the thing about that is, what that would do is, oh, excuse me. The reason that would be a bad day is because the thing about the Punisher villains versus Batman villains, Punisher villains usually don't work together. Batman villains, if you make yourself a big enough threat, they will unite in a way that usually isn't seen in the comics. It's only seen in the comics, but they unite in such a fucking drastic way, so quick. It becomes a problem for other people. Like, it does actually become an issue.
What was it part of that Batman animated series, the Red Hood bit, where the Red Hood actively used threats to get all the mafiosos to finally fucking work something out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he fucking rattled the place with like a fucking Tommy gun, just to make sure they understood where they were standing right now.
Yeah. No, but the villains are notorious for that. That's why I've always been one of those guys where I'm like, okay, yeah, I get why, like, this is the reason. So we're starting off with the first guy going down is the Punisher. I mean, the Punisher's Penguin, sorry. The Penguin is the first one. Yeah. He's too out in the open, he's too honest about his work, and he's doing it. So he'll kill him first, which will trigger a, right now, if we're to look at the Rogues Gallery, how it works, that is triggering a gang war, a big one. In the universe, that would trigger one fucking hell of a gang war.
Oh, would it also create a power vacuum that would also kick that off?
Yeah, but it'd be a lot of slow kills. Like, somebody's going around killing people. Like, the main reason they never... Like one of the main reasons, like, people will find out who the Batman is, and they don't ever push the Batman too far or go fuck with him. They play a game with the Batman for one reason and one reason only. They would be... they know damn well that if the Bat ever decides to unleash his fucking hell, like, if he decides to go all in, they're all dead. And they know it. They're actually that... There are people that are so scared of learning the Batman's true identity, they will not give that out. And that's an honest truth, because the Batman has nothing to lose. Well, guess what? Yeah, sure, you could kill a Robin here and there. Oh yeah, they'll fuck with the Bat. You can hurt the Bat, but the second the Bat becomes something that, okay, I have nothing to go back to, game on, bitches, you get a Punisher.
Yeah, you want to keep the Batman as the Cape Crusader. You don't want the Bat to turn into Casman Zog.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want him to turn into the Demon Bat of the Underworld.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. And that's what makes Batman more terrifying than that when that comes out. But I still think he's an overpowered bullshit character. Like, I mean, they've pushed him.
It's peak human condition.
No, it's not. Bob, I'll throw you. Bob, we'll get you. We'll spend the next. We'll spend the next.
No,
2
man,
years.
it was just that reference. Peak human condition. Peak human condition. Yes.
Peak human condition, and then we're going to throw you. Take you a couple years, 2 years to make someone peak. Then I'm going to throw you from near orbit, and we'll see. We'll see if you land and don't break every bone in your fucking body.
Oh, I'm gonna think I landed that shit. I'll be honest with you. I'll think I landed that shit. Huh.
Yeah.
Why is there a bunch of wheels with eyes looking down at me?
Yeah.
Huh.
The next one is, then we'll have to see if you survive the nuclear explosion that Batman made it through.
Oh, dude, I'm not even surviving a fucking uppercut from, what is it, Hawkman with his mace? I ain't surviving that.
Yeah, Hawkman with double the physical strength, 10 times the strength of humans?
Yeah, and then you combine the fact that taking a mace to the face from the average Joe ain't cozy.
Yep.
That is a life-changing injury.
Yep. Oh yeah, exactly. So
Like,
okay,
if the chick took a mace right now, smacked me in the jaw, even with half power, oh yeah, my jaw is getting a little crooked. I may be missing some teeth.
honestly, I'm not that physically strong like I used to. Imagine when I was a peak motherfucker with the nastiness of that back in the day, man.
Oh no, that's why I said like half power. It's just like no, fucking mace like that, no.
Yeah.
That is the equivalent of smacking somebody with about a what are the kettlebells at the gym? It's a kettlebell on a stick.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
dude,
Hawkman's mace is. It's a moon
Dude.
hammer.
I fell out of bed. I'm still recovering from that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I took my air quote nap on the couch, and I'm a little crooked, but not terrible.
Yeah. I rolled off my bed. I damn near almost killed myself on the way out. That's just how it is. It's sad, but that's just the truth. Physical peak. We are not peak humans. Like, and like I said, at one time I was actually pretty. At one time I was actually pretty buff. I'm not buff no more. I'm pretty fucking.
We are not the Ubermensch.
No, we're nowhere even near what I used to be, man. And I'm hurting from that. I remember when I was a teenager and I was in mid-peak human physical condition. I remember I went and played paint gun with guys until fucking, for like 9 hours. Just 9 hours of us trudging through the fucking forest playing paint gun.
The last time I had that level of energy, I was like 9, but I was also hyped up on caffeine.
Oh no, this was teenager years, man. I remember going home after that, and I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I woke up the next day. I was like, yeah, because my body couldn't move. It's like, I can't move.
I've heard many stories like that, where they would play a sport, usually be it basketball, football, it doesn't matter. They'd play a sport pretty much all night. The moment they come back, that Gatorade starts coming a knocking.
Yep.
Your body is just, nope, not moving, boss, not moving.
Nope, I couldn't move. We went at it for a long time. Like, we're having fun the entire time, but I remember I got home and I said, I can't fucking move. I cannot move for the life of me. So I can only imagine a guy like Batman survive. Like, I've even made the joke. I said, man, he wouldn't be able to move. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're worried about Punisher in that universe.
I say that the moment you start being launched from orbit, you're gonna burn up nice and crispy.
Yeah. So, yeah, crispy bat. Who doesn't like crispy bat? So next on the docket is so first off, the Punisher's going after the Penguin. He is and the next guy that he's probably going to go after is the Black Mask. Those are the two most dangerous guys that you probably could take out.
Give me a 411 on what the Black Mask is.
All depends who's writing him. How to put it? Oh, hello, who just showed up?
Hey,
Welcome. So, okay, to explain the Black Mask is there's two ways. He's either like just a regular crime boss, like he was a rich kid that burned his face in some kinky BDSM shit, or he's kind of like he's had some serious fire. Like, they shift his character all the time. Like, it's kind of one of those things where you're just like, is this character even like at this point? Like, he's one of those kind of characters.
It's gotten bad. I've never heard the fucking guy. Granted, I'm not the biggest comic book guy, but still, it's I've never heard of the Black Mask.
He's not like he's the next. Basically, they got rid of the. As of recently, they've gotten rid of the Tatalis, the D'Amicos, and I can't remember the guy. Do you remember the guys who ran Acme? They're like ran it's Ace Chemicals. I can't remember his name now.
You talking about like Two-Face?
No. There's a guy who runs Ace Chemicals. These are all mob bosses in the Batman universe that no longer, that pretty much they don't really exist. Like, I don't think even the Tatali family exists anymore. or the Fuko family or Fujo family, whatever the fuck they're called. A lot of these are like old school mobsters that don't exist. There's only one mobster that runs everything now, and it's the Black Mask, and he's kind of a freak.
Like, I think I might have seen this guy. He still does like the mafia. I wear a suit.
Yeah.
He has like a mask of iron over his face to hide the burns.
Yeah.
I've seen this guy before. All right.
Yeah, and he's a freak. He's an absolute freak show. Like, that's the best way to put it. He's one of those guys where you're like, okay, this guy is
Batman's version of Barbarous D'Antioch. He just wears the iron mask.
Yeah, he's a pervert. He's an absolute freak pervert. Like, he got his hands on one of the female Robins, aka Showstopper or whatever her name was. Got his hands on her, and oh boy, yeah, things happened. Let's just put it that way. He spent days torturing her.
Oh, dude, I'll be real with you. When it comes to comics and all the nasties, banging, all that stuff, I'm surprised half these motherfuckers don't come out with another baby.
Well,
I'm genuinely surprised.
No. What happened to this girl was not that. It was something, it was more nasty.
Even so, I'm talking like, Black Canary and Green Arrow start talking to each other, and they did have a kid in one of the franchises. They do the whole baby thing. That happens all the time with the characters. Actually, that's where the infamous fridging thing came from, because Green Lantern, the Green Lantern who was had the wife at the time, had an unfortunate situation with one of the supervillains, and he put her in the fridge, and she was pregnant.
Oh, she was pregnant at the time?
I think so. I vaguely remember that. Being mentioned.
See, I think that was Kyle Reno.
Yes, that was that was the Green Lantern, Green Arrow arc, where they turned Speedy into Speedy liked speed. They turned him into an addict.
Oh no.
Yeah, they turned one of his sidekicks into an addict. Yeah. It's one of the ones we're going to look at later. That's definitely a comic we're going to definitely have a look at in the future. All right, let's get Shin out.
All right.
Yeah, but it's been an infamous, it's like that infamous story of they kind of did that to the character. It's kind of a dick move too, because it was that kind of destroyed the story arc for him, and it fucked him up. It turned him into a real interesting situation with that character. But we'll leave that at that. We don't want to get too much into the nitty gritty of that.
What they needed the Punisher to get rid of the drugs before Speedy became an addict.
Yeah. So the main character, of this story arc with this, so we got ourselves the Penguin getting taken out. Black Mask is next, and again, Black Mask, fucking nasty villain. They went all in with how he is as a character. They didn't play nice with that character. And they've changed him over the years. Sometimes he's super nasty, evil motherfucker. Sometimes he's just a regular mob boss with a little bit of a fucking attitude and a Jersey accent. It all depends on who's writing him. Yeah.
Maybe that's why he doesn't have as much reputation as the Joker when it comes to normies like me.
Yeah. Well, the Joker's like I said, the Joker, the Riddler, and stuff like that. So I would figure the first person that would probably figure out what's going on is the Riddler. Out of anybody in the Rogues Gallery that's going to be like, oh yeah, somebody's coming around killing us, that's going to be him, because the Joker. The Riddler always seems to kind of figure it out a couple steps before anybody else does.
My question is, are people going to heed his words?
Oh yeah, they do.
Okay.
That's the problem. The Rogues Gallery does not fuck around. The Rogues Gallery has always been we don't fuck around when it comes to that shit. Like when it comes to a major threat, they usually pay attention to people like and that's when they start joining forces and shit. That's when you'll probably have determining on if Bane is around at the time or other superheroes. They start hunting. So you get someone like Bane, where Bane would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go find who this guy is. I'm gonna take him out myself." Now, Bane is probably going to get himself. Bane will go out and find the villain. Like, and again, Bane is not a stupid man. He'll find the Punisher. He might even. They might even get into a tussle and stuff. The problem is the Punisher's not. This isn't the first time the Punisher's taken on a superhero or a superpowered person. Unlike Batman, who's going to use batarangs and other stuff, Punisher would use high-powered fucking like rifles and shit. Like he's already going to know who Bane is before Bane gets an understanding. That's the one scary.
Use the 700 nitro. Use elephant hunting rounds on that fucker.
Yeah, he would fuck him up to the point where Bane would be Bane. I don't know if Bane would survive, but Bane would definitely. Bane may not win that fight, but there's a good chance he's going to survive. Same thing with someone like Killer Croc when he goes hunting for Killer Croc. But his game plan would most likely be what Punisher usually does. He likes to turn people against each other a little bit, and then like use the chaos to do carnage, or he does stop and grabs. Like he'll just out of nowhere, he'll wait a week or two, you won't hear anything, nothing, everything goes quiet, and bam, you're dead. Like when he starts slaughtering people, he's gonna
bag the fucking Riddler just on the street, just in a fucking alleyway.
He's done it. Punisher's done it. If you read the comics, he's done it. He's actually just walked up behind, just killed the guy. He knew the guy was gonna do the drop. So the Riddler would be the only one I think the Riddler would just fuck off. He's not fucking with this. He's not playing a game with a serial killer. Like he's nuts, but he's not stupid. So I could see the Riddler just fucking off. Out of all the supervillains, the Riddler's one of the few guys that's just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this shit. You guys can fucking deal with that. It all depends on who's writing the Riddler, but I could really see the Riddler fuck off. I don't know. What's your thoughts on it, Ethereal? You think I'm going down the right road with this?
Probably.
Well,
he would definitely take advantage of their eccentric personalities.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely would. But I would even go as far as this. It wouldn't be unfeasible for the Riddler to do what the Riddler usually likes to do. And the Riddler is notorious for like, oh, there's a new player in the game. How can I use this player to fight my battles for me? Like he wouldn't be not against taking out people like the Mad Hatter or other supervillains. Like he's done it before too. Like yeah.
Sorry. I'm thinking of the was that 60s Batman?
Yeah.
What flies and weighs 60 pounds? A sparrow with a machine gun. Just the level of dedication to that line. He's so sure of himself. But no, it's Punisher with machine gun. Look out.
Yeah, no, he would make it a point to do that. Now, the two biggest threats would be the Joker and the Riddler. I mean, the Joker and what's his face, Scarecrow. Mr. Freeze wouldn't care. Mr. Freeze would go do what Mr. Freeze does. I guess it all depends on which Mr. Freeze we're dealing with. I would even go as far as saying I take Mr. Freeze out of the equation.
Mr. Freeze is gonna frost off.
Yeah, because Mr. Freeze, there's a lot of times where Mr. Freeze just doesn't show up in the comics. Like, he'll fuck off for years. Like, there'll be no, like, Ethereal can kind of counter on this. Like, if anybody who knows the comics, it's like Mr. Freeze is known to just walk away or not bother with fighting people. Like, he just fucks up. It's not like the Flash's rogues. Like Captain Cold. Oh no, like Flash's rogue gallery, I actually think would be more dangerous for the Punisher than Batman's rogues gallery. Oh, Batman's rogues gallery will join forces, but the biggest problem with Batman's rogues gallery is you would have someone like the Riddler or someone like some of these other motherfuckers that would be like, oh, there's a guy killing my competition? Okay. Here you go, guy who's killing my competition. Here's all the information you need, guy who's killing my competition. They're notorious for that. If you did that to the Flash's rogue, if you got a super villain, you got someone like Punisher come into their rogues gallery, it is notorious for them to join. Like, they would completely join forces. Like, they have certain rules that they have, and some of those rules are like, yeah, no, if you fucking like they will buddy with. They will buddy. They'll even buddy in crimes and shit. Like, oh, this guy's robbing a place and I'm robbing the place down the street. Hey, buddy, you want to help? You want to help me out? I'll help you out. Like that's his rogues. His rogues are like unique. I actually like the Flash's rogues because they're the most unique rogues in any fucking comic. That like they are the better rogue. They are the better rogues in my personal opinion.
They may be a bit of a motley crew, but at least they have personality.
They do.
Fucking
Like
Captain
I said,
Boomerang.
Yeah.
And Beer Master is like, okay, you know, I can't hate these guys because where everybody else fucked off because they realized this is Flash's turf, these guys are still at it. I'm like, goddamn. That is a level of dedication I don't understand.
Oh, dude, not even that it's Flash's territory. They're not scared. They realize that, yeah, okay, Flash might catch them, but they're gonna fucking walk away with their money. Like,
I know, but the point I'm making is like everybody else, because there was one point where it wasn't necessarily Captain Boomerang itself, but another group of the Rogues Gallery was talking about how nobody goes to Metro City because Flash is there. And it's like, if you want a better chance, go over to like, what is it? Not necessarily Gotham, but like some other city.
Yeah,
you know, they're shooting. Yeah, they're like shooting the shit about it. And yeah, it was a funny bit where this magician flashed the fact that he stole a sucker from a kid, and well, he got chased across the known existence by Flash just to receive it back.
Yep. That is the Flash. He's kind of a dick. I like him, and like his kids are even more dangerous.
I want to know how he runs on nothing.
Yeah, same here. But my thought process with the Rogues Gallery is, I would honestly say the Rogues is kind of interesting for that. Like, that's why I like that's why I like his Rogues a little more. My favorite Rogues are probably Flash's, followed by maybe Silver Surfer's Rogues Gallery is one of my favorites. Thor's is iconic, like it's all fucking gods and shit. So like, yeah, I like Thor's.
Spider-Man's.
I don't like Spider-Man's. I don't like Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery for main reason is they're kind of dicks. Like they really are dick characters. So I'm kind of like, Okay, so here's my problem with their Rogues Gallery. It's either other people copied his rogues, because there are guys like Captain Boomerang and other guys like that. So that does cause its own problem.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget that a lot of people that work for Marvel also work for DC.
Yeah.
Oh, so the wires can get crossed.
No, they outright stole each other characters and stuff. Like Captain Boomerang is a known character from one universe. This character is from another universe. Like they are legitimately like infamous for certain things. Like you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
What's that one DC character that's their version of Reed Richard?
There's two of them. Well, technically there's Plastic Man, and then there's I can't remember his name now. Oh, fuck, I know what you're talking about. He has an MC Square. He's like a fucking detective, too. He's actually like, he's Batman on crack.
Yeah, because there's actually I think Justice League Unlimited comic book that has them.
Wait. Arus, what'd you say? Sorry.
The question?
No, the question's not Elastic. He's like a stretchable guy. He's I know what you're talking about. He has the long hair. Brown hair. He wears an MC. He has an MC on his character. He has like a little symbol on his arm. He's like black.
E equals MC square.
Yeah. He has some weird stuff like that. He's like super intelligent. You know.
That is the number one way to say, hey, This character's smart. He has E equals MC square shirt, as if anybody intelligent wears that.
Yeah.
The only people I see that is teachers. Whenever I was in like middle school and high school, they'd wear it on like whatever they called math day. It was like 3.14 was the date.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the villain, unfortunately. Like I can't remember the name of the character. He became it's Elongated Man. Elongated Man. That's what it was.
Elongated Man. That does not sound like a comic book character. That sounds like a different character.
I think it's Elongated Man for some reason. Where's my fuck off? Where'd I put my?
Now I think about it, Elongated Man also sounds like a cryptid.
Was it Elongated Man?
I
Well, one
don't think
second.
I remember the name.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not E equals MC. It's E. It's a EM.
Yeah, I'm Elongated Man. Okay. Okay, 1 second, boys. Elongated Man.
Watch, he's gonna get different search results.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah, that's him. Like I said, he's a super intelligent guy. He's got like a wife. He's got a kid. He's basically him and Plastic Man fight over stuff. But Plastic Man's a little better than him, or so in some ways. Sometimes he's not. It's like his powers are all over the place. He's also apparently a super genius. Like he's up there on the super genius spectrum and stuff.
That's fair. People just nail that shit on there. He's a super genius. Okay, now
I
write a
hate-
super genius.
I hate that a lot. I hate that. I really fucking hate that too. I wish they'd stop doing that because it's like so many super geniuses. I also think his wife does stuff. I just can't remember what his wife does. Like his wife is like, I can't remember.
Because
Anyway,
you have Professor X, Beast,
yeah, like there's different characters.
Tony Stark.
Yeah, there's so many people that are super genius. Like Batman's a super genius. It's like fucking raw. Technically, Dick Grayson's considered a super genius. I'm like, fuck off.
Really?
Yes, he's
Technically,
considered a super genius. Yeah, he's a hacker.
He can help Cyborg on Teen Titans, so yeah.
Yeah, he's a hacker. He has hyper intelligence. He's actually a computer programmer. He's got all these special little pencils.
I mean, Varroa has done all that IT stuff as well.
Yep. He is known as the Intelligent Man. He's the Intelligent Man. I hate him. I hate that they do that because he shouldn't have that level of intelligence. But oh no, we got to give him intelligence, guys. He's the smartest one there around. It's like, okay, come on, really? Stop doing that to the, like, stop doing that with our characters. There's too many of them are super intelligent. Tim Drake is super intelligent because he figured out who Batman was. That's also a thing. Like, what's his face is apparently super intelligent too. Not Tim Drake. What's the other guy's name? What's his name now? Fuck. Not Tim Drake. Damian Wayne apparently has a hyper intelligence as well. Fuck. Like, the funny thing is, the only people who don't have super intelligence are like X-Men characters. Otherwise, it's always like Johnny Blaze is one of them, but like X-Men characters, it's always X-Men characters.
How about Xavier and Magneto? I mean, Magneto, sure, he uses his power, but he has ideas to build stuff.
He's a architect and engineer. He actually does have degrees. Okay, so characters who don't have it. Okay, let's go through the unintelligent characters. Let's go through the X-Men unintelligent characters that are like X-Men characters. We got Magneto. You got.
Isn't that Revolutionary technically an X-Men character that later appeared in the Spider-Man series?
What?
The High Evolutionary?
Yeah, we're not going to get to the High Evolutionary. We're going with basic X-Men characters that people know.
Xavier, Beast, Bulge, Kitty Pryde.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Chief. Say that
Like,
again,
yeah,
but with a
Kitty
bit more
Pryde-
gusto.
Kitty Pryde is not super intelligent. She's just high intelligent. But Kitty Pryde, we'll put her on university intelligent. We're not going to call her a high intelligent.
Well, you still have Charles Xavier, Beast, and Bulge.
Yes, Forge.
High
Forge
intelligence.
is interesting. Can you consider Forge intelligent? Because technically, his mind, his mutant power, is intelligence. Like, he has an awareness. He has an open awareness. That's what makes him more powerful. Like, that's a 50-50. I've always kind of, like, had that, to that. But anyway.
It's like, if your power is to get big brain, does that mean you were big brain to begin with? Or is it just because your power kicked in?
Yeah, your power.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's an interesting philosophy, you know?
That's an interesting thought process. I will say, okay, but right there you have Magneto, and then, but the people who aren't high intelligence, people who don't, like technically Emma Frost is not high intelligence, although Emma Frost is smart. She's a university graduate, but how many? Like I know a lot of university graduates that aren't exactly.
That term holds less water as the years go by.
Okay, here's the problem about people thinking, oh, well, he's educated, so he's smart. Okay, first off, knowing things does not make you smart. That means you have a good memory.
Yeah.
And the fact that if you don't know the difference between being intelligent, having a great memory, and being educated, then you are stupid.
Yeah. Like
because
I
let's
will
face it,
say,
if you...
Yep. Yeah, I agree with you.
Because in the U.S., because you know how we learn math in the U.S., don't you?
No,
unfortunately.
I know.
Okay, so in the U.S., we do rote memorization. Well, we just practice math all the time. You know, it's like, here's the formula to solve this thing, this equation. Now memorize it by keep on solving for it over and over again.
Yep, keep solving ad nauseum. Don't forget to show your work. I don't need to show my work. It's pretty obvious what 2 plus 2 is.
we don't.
No, you got to show your work.
We don't figure things out like the rest of the road. So the whole, well, math helps to wire your brain to make you more intelligent. That's nice. Too bad we don't, do math like the rest of the world to get that benefit.
Yeah. So, okay, my thought process with the high intelligence shit, like, okay, so our high intelligent characters are as follows. My thought process from the X-Men are like, okay, they're not, like, none of these guys are, like, like Wolverine. He's not high intelligence. He's not super intelligent. You got Gambit. You got Jubilee. You got Iceman. Well, Iceman's a retard now. We can't even, we call him a moron at this point.
He's a block of ice.
Yeah. Storm's stupid as fuck. Jean Grey, although very smart, is not a high intelligent. We're not talking about a super genius here. We're not she's not. No, she's not. Jean Grey's even worse.
What about Scott with his ability to just come up with 50 plans?
Scott is intelligent. Scott is he's not a super genius, but he is intelligent.
When you say Scott, is that Cyclops?
Cyclops, yes. Scott, yeah. Scott Summers is super. Yeah, he's genius level intelligence. Like, I don't like how they treat him in the comics because they treat him like a bitch.
Who else?
No, they do. Like, this is a guy that's smart enough to, like, this is a guy that could play chess with Professor Xavier and has won. Like, this is a guy.
He's a master strategist.
Yes, he is. He's better intelligence than most people. That's what I like about him as a character.
Also, because of his mutant power, he can figure out how angles.
Yeah. Like, this is a guy who could use his Cyclops beam to blast through like certain areas. It's like one of my favorite things he ever did was one of my favorite things he ever did was he could like shoot a beam. He shot like a precision beam that hit a guy. He bounced it through past multiple people and hit a guy in the face. When he got full control of his power, he could use his beams like a fucking like Spider-Man's webbing. Like he could use it to bounce off shit. Like he'd actually stand on his own beams and run across them. Like it got kind of crazy. The level of
You
power.
could stand on the punch dimension. That's
Yeah,
possible.
Yes, that's possible.
Did you know? I think the whole punch up thing is not even a canon. I think that was just like in some reference book.
It's yeah, I know it's not even canon.
Even if it is, it's like, okay, he's standing on punches or he's standing on superheated material, because that would imply that it has enough physical mass to hold you up. So I'm calling it material.
I'm gonna I gotta tell you what the punch dimension is. We gotta explain the punch. It's actually one of the kinetic. It's a kinetic realm. It's not. It's like I know they call it the punch dimension, but it's not the punch dimension. Okay, guys, like.
Yeah, it's just.
I blame that one video on
constant motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's who did that one video? The guy that does the videos on superpowers.
Yeah. I actually like that. I actually like that because that is rather amusing. Like that is actually funny that people have been for years calling it the punch dimension. It's silly. It's silly because it's really stupid. It's fundamentally a retarded. It's kinetic energy.
I had a thought one time of it kind of relates to the punch dimension and what I'd imagine its opposite would be, which would be like what, stasis.
Yeah.
It was everything in our world and our reality that we know of tracks things by movement, but they don't have to be moving. So what if there's a realm where not moving is the natural order, and the only way you notice something is if it moves?
Well, that would be the stasis realm, which exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a realm where nothing moves. Like, technically, keep in mind, kinetically, like, I like the idea of kinetic superheroes, like Gambit's another kinetic superhero. Technically, in theory...
Magic.
Yeah, in theory, kinetic energy is all, like kinetic energy kind of moves around all over the place. You could fuck around with a lot of that little fun games. If you really wanted to play those games.
Oh god, we're getting into big brain stuff.
Yeah, but anyway, superheroes aren't like we gotta kind of stay on the norm here. What's we doing here?
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
But it's like you're talking. It's like kinetic energy. It's like, well, yeah. If you want to do the math, everything's moving with that.
Yeah, well, we're all moving. We're on a fucking a ball that spins like a fucking top, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, 200 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well, no. Well, here's the thing. When he did the not fucking laser thing, I like that he did that. I'm actually all for the guy who did that. Because that is true. Why are we calling that It's not fucking lasers.
Yes, it's not light.
It's not light, no.
My entire childhood, I thought it was light.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Lasers would be, what's her name? Dazzler.
Dazzler uses light, yes.
Okay. I mean,
I
the reason I
love
thought
the,
it was lasers was, what was it, the Logan movie? Or it was that one Wolverine movie where they had that mutant with all the powers. And the way the lasers cut through things, it's like it heated the material around it. So I was like, oh, big laser.
I love the Dokley video with Dazzler.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Magneto's depressed because none of the main X-Men came to battle him.
Yep.
What was that Wolverine
At least
movie?
people you think I'm cool. I told you, I'm Dazzler. He starts crying again.
What's that Wolverine movie? The one where it was like him and his brother going through time because they're effectively like immortal or some shit.
Well, that's where they make Sabretooth his brother, which is like, I fucking hate that. Holy shit, do I hate that? Woo, boy.
Wasn't that a thing in the comic books? They're like half brothers.
No, they're not. They're not related at all. Actually, complete opposite.
One's supposed to be like the heel of the other.
No, well, the reason he doesn't like the thing about Sabretooth is fucked in the head. Like the reason he doesn't it's a predatorial thing with Wolverine.
Well, the thing is, they retconned it to apparently this has been going on the hatred actually goes through thousands of years.
Well, okay, okay. They're not related. They're not family related. The real resentment is that Wolverine broke the code. Like, in all intents and purposes, I like the original story arc. Okay, let's go to the original story arc of Wolverine and the whole bullshit with his character. His story arc with our fun little friend that is Sabretooth. He unfortunately, there's a job that they were doing, and I think it was Nom or something like that. But basically, he made a decision to say, no, I'm not going to murder a family. Fuck off. Like, I'm not killing a family of like, he's not going to do this. And Sabretooth is like, buddy, like, you're going to get both of us in trouble. Why are you turning your back on what we've been doing? This isn't the first time we've gone all in. And Wolverine grew a conscience, and that pissed Sabretooth off. And ever since then, Sabretooth has had a fucking bone to grind, literally, with our friend, with our little buddy there, Wolverine. And that's why. And that's why he killed Silver Fox. Also, the other reason is so he had a thing for Silver Fox, too, apparently.
Yeah, but they did this whole retcon about some, like, wolf species or whatever, and make it so it's like, oh, no. It's because of this. It's not because of any choice.
Yeah. There's a new beast spirit. There's like a beast spirit or something stupid. Like, I fucking don't know what to say. It's really
Romulus.
Yeah, Romulus. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it's Romulus. That's the story. That's what we'll go with. We'll go with the retardedness that is fucking Romulus. Oof. Okay, so Romulus, best way to put Romulus down for those that don't know. Romulus is an entity that is like basically the father of all beast type mutants. If you are a mutant that has beast powers, Romulus is the guy you want to have. He's like your headliner. It's really fucking stupid. That's the best way to put it. I fucking think it's retarded. I think the idea of creating a counter to mutations kind of loses the point. Like, already the fact that mutants are like space aliens. You know, mutants are basically humans and space aliens combined, Bob. That's what mutants are. It's really stupid.
They're tieflings?
They're tieflings, yes. According to the lore, they're from an alien species from Mars, the same alien species that created Thanos. Yes, that is actual lore. That's canon, boy.
All right, I want to figure out who is the two who made the pairing to create fucking Grimace with a chin.
Grimace with a chin was created by a woman and a normal person having sex, and then they created Grimace, and then the wife tried to murder the baby, and then the Punisher got the baby. Then the Punisher turned into a couple other things. It got really interesting, and then it all kind of went south. And that's the best way to put it.
Grimace is inevitable.
I hate.
He just rebranded the Thanos.
I hate the character. Oof. I'm just saying, oof. We'll just leave it at that. Oof. Okay? Oof is oof. So back to the fun that is Grimace. And back to this. Romulus is basically they're constantly fucking with this part with the arcs. Like the new Spider-Man story, I don't know if you know what the new Spider-Man thing is, but the new Spider-Man thing is hysterical. Basically, Spider-Man is a spider god that protects the web of existence. Like, they all get their powers from a spider god.
I think I've already seen a plot similar to that, where it was like the Threads of Time or whatever the fuck. There was a video game based on it.
Yeah,
and like each episode and each level was a Spider-Man of a different universe. Like you had Noir, which was when I first fell in love with Noir Spider-Man. Then you had was it the 2077?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Fuck, I went down the wrong hole. I went down the wrong hole.
This one old lady's like, Spider-Man, you need to protect the threads of time and stop whatever the fuck's going on from going on.
That is actually Peter Parker, apparently.
Web of Life and Destiny.
Yeah. It's Madam Web is actually apparently a Peter Parker. It's Peter Parker that became a woman.
Also known as the Great Web, Web of Fate and Destiny, Web of Life, Web of Reality, Spider-Verse, Avenue Poly Multiverse, Time Web, Web Halt.
Yep. Oh, by the way, it's all found. It's basically he basically went through everything that it's called. Also, if you really want to get a good laugh, basically the reason the moon exists in our world is because of the fact that the web of existence is found on our moon.
Web of existence on the moon.
Yes, on the moon.
On the moon. The pock-marked fucking moon. It doesn't look like webs. A bunch of fucking pop marks and craters.
Yep. Apparently underneath it is a giant web.
Man, we're really getting into the fucking conspiracies now, aren't we? God damn.
Dude, I'm just explaining to you the stupidity.
I know. It's just like, this is fucking dumb.
No active spider dork. Bow, 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 bow. I hate this shit. You do not know how much I hate this shit. I really hate this shit. Like there is levels of me hatred. Me hatred is strong for this shit. It burns like 1,000 suns. And it chiefs my ass every once in a while. Just the way things go.
May the fort be over for Orc, as it's not a Orc thing or something.
Yeah. It chiefs my ass because like we don't need it, but like this is Marvel Comics. But back to our original conversation, Punisher. So he's in Gotham. We're gonna. I would say the Joker might actually kill the Punisher. The Joker is also a super genius. And I think that fight might not go well for the Punisher. Because the Punisher, although he's fought geniuses, the Joker is insanity on a fucking level, man. Like, he's not someone you can play a game of, I'm gonna, I could easily fight this guy. No, he's methodical. He's good at traps. Like, it takes a super genius to deal with the chaos that is the Punisher. Scarecrow's the other one. The problem is that I honestly think if you gave the Punisher, if the comics are to be believed, every time someone has fucked with the Punisher and given him PTSD or like kicked into his PTSD, it doesn't go well for them at all. So I think Scarecrow is going to get his ass kicked by the Punisher, and he's gonna get annihilated. This isn't gonna end well. It's gonna end with the Punisher kicking his teeth in. The Joker might be the end of him, though. I think the Joker, because the Joker's not. Let's just put it this way: the Joker only cares about Batman when it comes to keeping people alive. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody or anything else. Like, this is a guy that the only way the Punisher wins that fight is if he knows it's coming. Like, if he knows how to like deal with him. Like, I could see the Punisher. The best way to deal with him would be to do the Moon Knight solution. I don't know if you know what the Moon Knight solution is. Like, the best way to deal with the
burn it all down, go out in a blaze of glory, kill anybody that witnessed it.
Moon Knight is infamous for my favorite moment of the Moon Knight is like when he's fighting vampires, because he has a big hate boner for vampires. They're now that's the new lore for the Moon Knight character.
Based. At least his mind's in the right place. Fuck vampires.
So what he would probably do, and this is gonna make you laugh. he would most likely have to like drone strike the Punisher. I mean, drone strike the Joker. That's the only way he's winning that fight. Otherwise, that fight goes like if you try to get into the Joker's shit, that could be really bad. That could be a bad day. That's my only problem. Like I don't know how you deal with that Joker problem. Like his Joker's a prick of a character. Not my favorite villain of all time when it comes to like the stupidity of his character, but he is infamous for that.
For fuck's sake, he's not immortal. A gun will do just fine.
No, the problem with him is he's like it's like he's got about as much plot armor as Batman does. That's the best way to put it. I'll be right back.
Oh, so it's a horribly written character.
Yes, in a lot of ways.
Well, damn. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree now, does it, Batboy?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Some of these characters do need plot armor because they're so nimble and they could do anything.
And profits need to be made, alternate universes need to be written about because people aren't going to do anything else of value with their time. I get it. But I'd say, is it too much to ask for an ending to a story? Is that ever too much?
Then
Yes.
watch Invincible. Apparently that's an
Or
ending
read
to
manga.
Yeah, or read a manga. See, my thing about that is, he's so poorly written. I feel really bad. Like, here's the thing. I like the Joker. I think the Joker's an interesting villain, but I also think he's a villain that would have such a quick burn. He should be long since gone. That's my feeling with the Joker.
The man should enter and exit like Snowflake did.
I think, yeah, that's about right. I agree with you. That's exactly right.
Snowflake as in the cocaine powered
Yes.
DC villain.
Yes, the best DC villain. He is the best.
I love the video where the time about him and he's like killing everyone. It turns out it's just because he's on drugs.
Yeah, that's why he's so great. Is like, no, we just created a coke fiend. So that's your villain? Yeah, that's our villain. He's a fucking coke fiend. Absolute nut job. At least he lives up to the name. Joker, for some reason, hasn't perished in how long?
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason why he's not, like I said, there's a reason why I'm not a fan of the Joker. Like, I like the Joker as a villain, but he's a fast bird. He should be a real fast bird. He should be dead. He should have been dead decades ago. The fact that they keep him around and he plays the
like
system.
That one 80s or 90s movie where, he's dancing throughout the museum and vandalizing it. The way that movie started and ended, that's Joker right there. Gone.
That's Joker. I think that's pure Joker. Yeah, that's the classic '89 Batman. That is pure Joker. That is, you gotta love Joker. That is your best Joker. That's the best Joker I think out there. Is that Joker because he is like again, and him doing nasty shit. You could build like the way I would build a Joker is very similar to how I would build like the Long Halloween. Like that villain that just no one knows who it is. No one can figure out who it is. He kills a bunch of people. By the time he shows up and by the time he starts doing stuff, that's when his end comes. Like, and when his end comes, it comes in a crescendo. You need villains like that need to go quick. Otherwise, they become stagnant. And that's the Joker's stagnant at this point. Like that's made him truly a stagnant villain. That's why he's my most hated supervillain of all time, is him. I can't stand him as a character. Oh, caught the best sword in the game, boys. I will never have to switch swords now. I have the dragon sword. But no, that's my problem with Mr. J.
How would you tell Hayabusa Orcas his sword?
Yeah. So that's my. So I don't know if you guys.
I don't even want to get into Hayabusa. Just the way he moves, the way he does things. All right, Ryu is something else.
So
I mean, for fuck's sake, Izuni dropped the guy off a fucking mountain cliff.
Yep. Okay, so my thing with the whole if like so the only villain I actually think would be the most biggest threat to the Punisher is the Joker. And that's only because the Joker isn't afraid to do things that would throw the Punisher for a loop. Like, the Punisher's never had to deal with a guy who would kill a bunch of Boy Scouts with Girl Guide cookies. Like, this is a guy who, you know, they'll find, like, they're still finding, but the way I've heard it, the way it's kind of been explained to me for the Joker characters, every once in a while, Batman will find a storeroom or a building or some bombed out place. They'll look it up, and Joker murdered a family or something like that in there, and they all have the evil fucking Joker grin and shit. Or he'll it's just like, so Batman's constantly dealing with this guy who's basically slowly murdering people, and no one knows he killed these people. Like, they don't know. They have no fucking clue that the Joker went and murdered like 15 fucking people today, or he went and murdered this other guy today. It's always this weird like thing where they gotta, like, every once in a while they're like, oh, he killed that group of people over there. Oh, he also killed that group of people. It's like, holy fuck, how many people has the Joker actually fucking ended at this point? Like, they're still finding random bodies of the Joker. Like, not like so that's the problem with the Joker. This is a guy that is methodical. Like, oh, he plays as crazy as it goes, but he's a methodical killer. Like he's very slow, take his time. Like Victor Zsasz is also known as the number killer. That guy's also kind of like his own type of hell. Like that's also been my problem with Gotham. Gotham is so full of these serial killers. I think they should be in other places. Like, I've never been a fan of how many serial killers that are in Gotham. Crime boss. Yeah, what?
Fucking Gotham.
Yeah, Pigsy, for example, is a villain. Pigsy's another guy. He's a pigman villain of the franchise. There's like, fuck, it goes on and on and on, man. There's a grocery list of supervillains, like serial killers in that one little fucking city, which I don't like. At this point, Batman.
You see, the Joker's a serial killer. The Joker.
He has 600 something kills. Like his kill count. His kill count today. I wonder what his kill count is now. Actually.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna see how many kill counts the Joker has right now. Let's see how many people the Joker has killed so far.
Okay.
Up to recent times, how many people has the Joker killed? His body count is dozens to thousands, depending on it. Depending on directly.
Sophia Falcone.
Yeah, Falcone. Yeah, the Falcones. Yeah.
James Golden Jr.
Yeah.
Basil Holiday. Killer Croc.
Okay, if we're to do the direct knowledge, I think it's 600 and something the last time. Joker's body count. We're gonna check the fandom.
Damn. This
I know
fandom
more
has a large list of them.
I've murdered by letting you live. I know I never kept count. I have. I know. And I love you for it. That's what the Joker thinks. So his body count, apparently 4 bodies. 1, 2. What's the overall? Like, holy shit! We're looking just going through the Batman stuff. Overall body count is so far tallied. These are him killing people. 671 bodies.
Well, damn.
Yep. And that is what we know about, that we know for now. We actually have a rough guess. And again, every once in a while, someone will be working in a construction site, will fucking remove something, and it'll fucking, they'll see like a gift wrap something, like a giant gift wrap thing, open up inside, there's like fucking a family in there, a family of 4 that the Joker murdered. Like, they're still finding his fucking body count. So, that's the thing. Like, at this point, there is no fucking turning back to the Joker. The Joker should be dead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about, that's the laugh about thing about the Joker is they're like, well, you know, why does the Joker get away with all the killings? Well, because he legitimately plans ahead. He gets arrested. He knows what judges are going to be putting him in jail. Like, oh, they're going to give him the death penalty? They're not going to give the Joker the death penalty. And it's like, well, why aren't they going to give the Joker the death penalty? It's very, very simple. The Joker knows, oh, you are going to put me, you're not going to put me in a death penalty for one reason only. And it's a scary reason, by the way. He knows damn well, because he's already got the family locked in a fucking room somewhere of the judge that's fucking putting him in jail. He already knows that, oh yeah, I've already blackmailed the guy. They'll put me in asylum. They're not putting me in jail. They're not going to put me somewhere where they're going to kill my ass. He knows it.
Yeah, and Batman tells people that they're wrong when he wants to kill these people.
Oh no, that's why, like I said, him killing, like, for me, okay, can I be honest? For me, I get why people like Punisher and stuff. Everyone says, oh, the Punisher would wipe out the Rogues Gallery real quick because Batman never did it. No, the problem is Batman wants to do it. Batman should do it in some ways. In some ways, I think Batman should. But in others, there's no if he does, like, I get why he doesn't do it, but I also get why they have this weird mental thing with his character. I'm not a fan of it. I don't agree with it in some ways, but I know why they
become as bad as them is the in-universe reason. The out-of-universe reason is, well, if he kills them all, then we have to create new ones.
Yep.
It's not only that. I actually think it's more dangerous than that in some ways. I think it's because, very simply put, who do you replace with the Joker? I think
who fills that void?
Yeah, who fills that void? Who fills the Joker's void? The Joker is such a, like, over-the-top, extreme fucking villain. You can't...
I know Dog Welder ain't doing it.
Yeah, Dog Welder ain't doing it, but Dog Welder is a good guy. He's not a villain. What are you doing? He's a superhero. I'm not joking. When I say that, I'm not joking. He's actually considered a superhero.
Wait, who?
Dog Welder.
Dog Welder.
The monster.
Okay.
That.
Yeah. He's a superhero. He's one of the greatest heroes of all time. His favorite hero, the hero that he is to save the day, was him and who's the other guy that did his stuff? Him and a superhero that gets all the powers of Superman as long as he's drunk out of his mind, and he has to have higher blood alcohol power, the more powerful he gets. So these are all heroes, the greatest heroes of all time. They saved the universe, and then they died, and then they haven't been in DC Comics ever since. I'm sorry, man. I know way too much about this bullshit. That's why I laugh at it and I think it's funny. Yep. So anyway, that's why I chuckle, and I think people like certain people just kind of like the Punisher kind of makes an idea. See, my biggest problems also with the Punisher is the Punisher's a quick flame. You need to burn the Punisher out. Like modern day Punisher, you can't have him as a supervillain now at this point. Like, it just doesn't work. He doesn't work as that character. Like you can't have him as that super character anymore. he works better as a character. Ooh, there we go. Okay, found the thing I was looking for. He works better as an in-between character now. The way they do him now, he doesn't work anymore. I don't know if you boys feel the same way I do. He kind of feels like a second fiddle to his own comics now at this point. Like, doing slow techniques with him and slow stories with him works. Doing it like they're doing now with him, where they'll run him into the ground, and then it's like, well, then he's kind of useless now. Why'd you do that to the character? The character was cool. Stop doing that to the character.
Stop ruining
I have a-
character.
That's the problem. Fuck, that's the problem.
Because I am Batman.
Yeah.
I am Batman.
I am Batman.
I am the Knight. I am the character everybody loves because my comic series never ends.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like the fact that they keep rebooting it. That's the problem. It's been an ongoing and continual reboot of the character. How do you keep rebooting the same fucking, like, he's been rebooted 50 times now at this point.
Oh no, we have a problem with continuity. Time to do a crisis.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to see what they do with that, with the mishmash level that they're planning right now. There is a mishmash to comics right now where they're actually planning out a character. So unfortunately, we'll see how it goes. Where they're going to be mishmashing Marvel characters and DC characters have their own universe where they're both together. So Spider-Man and Batman are uniting with people. This person, that person's uniting with people. So it's going to be interesting because both Gotham and New York exist now. That's an interesting thought process.
W the cry.
New York.
All right, so we are done for tonight. We made it to 9 o'clock. We are going to be doing Space Geeks. We're going to have a fun Space Geeks. And then Throwback Thursday. So Bob's going to have a lot of fun on Throwback Thursday because a lot of it's going to be Bob discussing the stuff he missed today.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so we'll see you guys next time. Arus, I believe LD Simona is doing his own stuff. If you could put his link in the chat, that would be great. And we'll see you next time on Orc War Chief Reviews. Have yourselves a very good night, and see you next time.